Good morning, everyone. Carrie, owner of KDS Insurance Services. Wanted to just pop in today and give you a fall message from the insurance agency and just follow up on a couple of housekeeping items for you. As you guys know, I have recently been overseas. I got home about a week ago and really just wanting to make sure that nothing has fallen through the cracks in those 2 weeks. I did experience a little bit of technical difficulty while I was working in Australia. Some of the emails that had attachments were put into a security quarantine. I think I've caught up on all of those, but I just wanted to get this message out to you today. So if you have something that you have requested since the 20th of September and you have not heard back from me, please reach out to me immediately and let me know what that is so I can follow up on that request so you are not missing anything. I am working back in the office now full time. I don't have any other plans in the immediate future for any closures except as we head into the holiday season, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I did just want to come in today and remind you, to check your calendars for those days. I'm not 100% sure for Christmas yet if there'll be a couple of days either before or after. We'll just sort of play that one by ear. And I did want to just, of course, follow up with you from today backward through the 20th of September. So if you're missing something, please give me a call or send me an email so I can make sure that you get any outstanding documentation or any requests that are still pending for you. We're in the fall. So what do we need to look for the upcoming fall? Well, we're still in hurricane season. We have a couple more weeks left in it. And as we have seen by the news, these storms are horrific. So even though we're approaching the end of this current hurricane season, please just continue to be diligent by making sure that there's nothing around your home that can be picked up and used as a weapon in the event that we have another storm come through. Check the trees all around your property to make sure we don't have any low hanging branches, especially as we get into the winter time. If we do have a cold winter and we start to get ice, then those definitely can become a hazard. If they get too much ice on them, the branches can definitely fall on cars in your house. So it's a really good idea to just make sure that the trees are at least 10 feet in all directions, top, bottom, east, and west, away from your building, and to make sure that there's nothing laying up against your house, like tires, that sort of thing. No additional cars that are on your property. Those can definitely be a major source of damage if they're picked up by one of these catastrophe storms. And that's really it for this particular message. My main reason for it is to just follow up with you, let you know that I am back in the office, and if there's any outstanding request and you're still missing them, please reach out to me as soon as possible so I can make sure to get those taken care of. Just a little bit on the update of where we are from the insurance industry. We are really not going to know where we're headed until after we get the election done. That is going to have a significant effect on what's happening with the insurance industry, regardless of who is elected. There's going to be, in my opinion, some pretty big changes either way. Hopefully, our economy will improve, and when that starts to improve, our premiums should start to improve. So that's the big question mark that I see. We are also still losing carriers. It seems like every day, especially on the home insurance side. The carriers in Texas are just all running completely scared, and their rates have, as you have seen, categorically gone up in the last 18 months to 2 years. I'm afraid that is going to continue unless we see a drastic shift in the economy. Unfortunately, when the insurance companies are running tight on those actuarials, they are going to increase their rates, because not only do they have to cover all of the claims, and it's been a catastrophe as we've seen, but they've also got to pay a lot of times shareholders, and so that becomes a big driving force. Unfortunately, I do think that we are going to see more rate changes, increased changes next year. And the reason for that is Texas has had a major hurricane, Florida has had two, the Carolinas have had one. All of that, even though it's not in our state, all of that affects all the rates. So unfortunately, I think that we're going to see another increase coming. Don't know what it's going to be. I am diligently trying as often as I can to find new carriers that are coming to Texas, especially for auto and home, but there's just hardly any. They just do not want to do business here in Texas. We're also going to see a lot of carriers leaving, more so big carriers. They're going to put a moratorium on new business. I think we're going to see it from State Farm, Farmers, Farm Bureau, Travelers, Nationwide, Safeco. I think we're going to start to see that even these really big carriers are going to start putting new business implementations and restrictions on, like we have seen through Germania. And they are still not accepting new business, and they started that in the summer of 23. And that's a huge indication of exactly how volatile the market still is, that they have not lifted that current restriction on all new business. So I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but you know that I think it's important to keep you informed of what's going on. Of course, if you ever have questions, never hesitate to reach out to me either by phone or email, and I will get back to you just as quickly as I can. Do remember, please, too, that I cannot, for compliance reasons, accept any voicemail messages requesting changes to your insurance. I either have to speak to you or I have to get a written email request for those changes. I cannot accept them via compliance, and that is a compliance requirement. So as we head into the holiday season, as the seasons are finally changing into fall, hurricane season is almost over. I wish everybody a wonderful remainder of the year, and look forward to hearing from all of you. Most importantly, thank you so very much for your continued support in business. It does not go unnoticed. I know you have plenty of choices. As always, my promise to you is to try to find you the best coverages at the best price, and to always have choices for you. Those choices are getting smaller and smaller, but we are doing everything we can as a group to provide you more choices and more access to carriers as they come on board. So again, thank you so much for your business. You are so appreciated. I do very much appreciate your loyalty and support, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a wonderful fall into the start of winter, and I hope that the upcoming holiday seasons for you are wonderfully happy, joyous, and time to spend with those that mean the most, your family. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you again. And this is Carrie from KDS Insurance Services. Have a blessed Monday wherever you are.